The super flyweight division, which has been really good for many years, has just got a bit better again with Roman Gonzalez becoming champion once more. The real big door that latest win has opened is, of course, a huge rematch between Chocolatito and Gallo Estrada, Juan Francisco Estrada, the Mexican, who still has a score to settle with the mini Nicaraguan. They first fought back in 2012 at light flyweight. It was an excellent encounter over 12 rounds, in which I felt Gonzalez won 8-4, but it was a younger, more raw Estrada who really held his own in that fight, which had a tremendous skill set and grit. Kind of reminded me in a way of the Barrera and Morales fights. He has got the chance now because it makes so much sense, because there's money. And because weirdly, with Gonzalez now back with a belt, he is still the biggest name at £115. He's the guy who was associated with that pound for pound numero uno ranking. He's the guy who really brings the money still, even though he was knocked out against Rungvisai. So I'm hoping, because these smaller guys tend to recognise they have to really make the big fights to make the good bucks, I'm hoping that this fight can be made later this year. Now, the curveball in all of this, and common opponent, of course, is Srisaket Sor Rungvisai. He's fighting a dude whose name I am not going to try to pronounce. I think in April. I've seen the guy fight before in an all-Thai encounter, so he's a little bit busy at the moment, but he will still definitely want his third fight against Estrada. And I don't know what's in the contracts, but he may be able to activate a rematch clause there. He was the one who initially gave Estrada a chance after beating Gonzalez. He won, and then he incorporated terrible tactics in the rematch, turning orthodox for most of it, which I think really led to him losing that fight. So he will still want his third pop at the Mexican champion, who remains WEC and ring champion at £115. The really interesting thing is, if Chocolatito and Gallo Estrada have their rematch later this year, whoever wins will probably have to have a third fight with Rungvisai. So that sets things up really beautifully indeed. £115 is a white hot division again. The other curveball is IBF champ Yerwin Ancajas, the Philippine pretty boy. He's still in his 20s. He's a capable champion. I feel more capable than Kaliafai, who we always felt was lower down in terms of quality compared to the top guys at this level. Ancajas seems to have a bit more about him, a bit more skills, a bit more of an edge to him, a bit trickier. So you wonder when he's going to get his unification chance as well. I had heard in the past he might fight Rungvisai, which would be a great massive fight in the Far East. So we'll see what happens with him. But main priority, and something that Gallo Estrada will really want to happen because he will want his revenge, will be the rematch between Chocolatito and Estrada.